Morning, Keith. Buenos dias, Paula. All right, just give folks here a couple minutes here to get started. Before we get started, I should say. In the meantime, I do have the risk disclosure up. You can take a look at that. Okay. Good morning, Himachali. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, guys. So again, the risk, I have the risk disclosure up, and again, just to remind everyone that the market trader and its affiliates, the information that's being provided here is to be treated as general information only. None of the information provided is intended as investment advice. An offer to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, sponsor any security, instrument, or fund. Okay, we all know that futures does carry a fair amount of risk, and it's not for every investor. And that an investor could lose all or more of their initial investment. Okay, risk capital money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle should be used for trading, and only those individuals with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Okay, nothing contained again herein is a solicitation to offer, buy, sell futures, options, or forex. Okay. All right. Now that we've gotten the risk disclosure out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the news. Okay. All right. So everybody knows that today we are in an abbreviated kind of holiday schedule here. Okay. So markets close here at noon Central Time. So need to be made aware of that. You need to make sure that you obviously close your positions before then. All right. So, taking a look at the economic calendar here, just kind of filter out some things. I'm going to clear this and go ahead and open up this here, apply that, and see what we have. Oh, did that not take? Try this one more time. This and clear, and we'll select US only. Okay, try this one more time. Okay, so let's take a look and see. Okay, so we've already had some news here. We got some initial jobless claims come in higher than forecasted. Trade balance came in, I guess, a bit positive. And then we do have, a fair amount of news. Okay, here. So we have in about an hour, we have the S&P PMI report coming out. We also have in about an hour ISM. Okay, and then we have crude oil inventories coming in. All right, today. So yeah, fair amount of news. This meeting here is going to happen when the markets are closed. So that should not have an impact on us. Okay, so we already see here that the markets are indeed higher. All right. So let's go ahead and now move into the charts here. So let's go ahead and share my screen here. Let's go ahead and move. I don't think I have my charts up just yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we are. Just one more time. All right, there we are. Okay, hopefully you guys can see my charts. All right, so Going to go ahead and open up the gold chart. Gold has been kind of rallying overnight. I was actually looking at this last night. So we are rallying higher. Okay. So let's go ahead and open this up here. All right. So we've broken some significant resistance here. Okay. At 2346 and making our way up to some let's move this actually to the daily chart to start. Okay, we were kind of in an overlapping range here. So we've broken some structure here to the upside. Here you can see that we've broken some structure here. We're about to challenge this 2375 level. And assuming that we get above that, then we start to really change the tone, I would say, of the gold market. Okay, if we do manage to get above, let's say 2382, then we basically change the character of the market from kind of a neutral, neutral to a bit more sorry, bullish. Okay, bullish. Okay, so we've broken some structure here. We're coming up into another area here that could potentially be resistant here. We have another area here at 2397, and then if that should come into if price should fall above that, then we get to 2400 and then possibly up to 24 highs of the recent past. Okay. All right. So daily chart looking a bit more bullish of late. We have a very strong bullish candle here. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart now. So 4-hour chart. Okay, I do have some supply areas that are generated by this BJ key levels. All right, so we have some supply levels here above us at 2373. All right, is a 4-hour supply. We've again, what I mentioned already on the daily, we've broken above some structure here. We've made a new high. We have a higher low. So again, much like the daily chart, this is looking more and more bullish. All right, 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We gonna we are again also making a series of higher highs and higher lows. It looks like we've come into something here that's causing folks to sell off here a bit. We have the move that we're making here is supported by volume. All right, you can see that volume is increasing. We have volume delta also increasing. So this move higher is being supported by volume. Okay, let's go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile. Let's locate the, today is Wednesday, so this is Tuesday. Looks like I already have the, oops. So I already have my volume area already drawn out for my review last night. Okay. So we are above value. Let's go ahead and turn off the levels here. All right. So we are above value, right? So this is value area low here. Okay. So let's make a line there. Okay. So we're above value, above the daily VWAP, above this anchored VWAP as well. Just kind of looking, see, this is like this way in the past here. So I'm going to actually go ahead and remove that since we already have the daily kind of tracking that information. So I'm kind of inclined to do an anchor VWAP on the most recent pivot here. So I'll add it there. At least attempt to. So anchored VWAP right there. Okay. So again, we have a lot of indications here that price wants to get higher here, move higher. We have settlement price. We have the 233-day EMA. We have anchor VWAP. We have daily VWAP, and price is above all of those. Okay, so very bullish right currently in the gold market. All right, so let's go ahead and call out some of these levels here. Okay, so let's turn off ASR. Let's turn on ADR. Okay, So we've already exceeded ADR overnight. Okay. We came back and retested this level multiple times. Okay. Before we made our next move higher here. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, let's call out these levels. So we have ADR high at let's call it 2350 2350.5. Actually, let's do it this way. Sorry, I apologize, guys. I do already have a spreadsheet that I've kind of captured this information, and I want it to be somewhat aligned with what I wrote there. So, yeah, so ADR high is 2350.5. I have ADR low here at 2326.5. Okay. Okay, this is something that you'll find on the Top Step TV levels. So we have ASR high here at 2346.7. We have ASR low here at 2328.7. Okay, and then we have value area high. I'm just going to mark these levels as well since I've captured them. 2339.3 and value area low at 2331.7. Okay. All right. So I know. Well, one last thing. We got settlement price here at what was that? 20. Close this over here. We got settlement at 2338. Okay, so usually put it in here. So settlement at 2333.4, looks like. Okay, so these are our reference levels for the gold market. All right. Yes, it is posted on Top Step. Or will be if it's not there yet. Okay. So if you go to Top Step daily levels, you'll find these levels, including the what I had communicated as far as 4-hour supply and 4-hour demand zones. But yes, okay. All right. So what to make of this market? Well, last thing I need to open up here is the initial balance range. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. So we have initial balance. All right. And looks like we are reacting what appear. I'm kind of looking to the left here to see if I find what exactly it's reacting away from at the moment. Don't see anything. I think it almost looks like a little bit premature, but we do have some demand levels. Go ahead and open up this indicator here. Yeah, I mean the earliest here that I do see a supply area. Looks like it's reacting off of ADR level from a few days ago. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing at 2363 because the next logical supply zone is over here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and use my rectangular box here. So this area here would be kind of the next logical area where I would expect to see some resistance. Okay, so go ahead and draw that in red. Okay. Okay, so this area right here is the next logical area, yeah, for some resistance in price. Okay, so what to make? What would be some kind of scenarios here that we would want to maybe potentially take advantage of? So we have a 30-minute candle that's currently being developed, which with a very large wick. Okay, a lot of rejection right now going on the current price. Okay, so go ahead and open up ADR. ADR is already open. Where is ADR? I don't see it. Is this it right here? Okay. So price is already above. Okay, we have price already above ADR. Okay, so as long as it stays above ADR, then ADR itself, the top of ADR here at 2353.4, could serve as a reasonable area to participate in a long trade. Okay, so if we do manage to get below, let's really challenging this IB low here that's currently being established. We have one more 30-minute candle that we need. Okay, in order to establish the IB range. Okay. But certainly the top of ADR here at 2353.6 or .4 would be a reasonable area to potentially participate in this long. Okay, we have daily VWAP and anchor VWAP. These are, kind of three reference levels that I would focus in on. Okay, we also have a demand zone. What was resistance becomes supportive here at 2346.9. And then ultimately, I would say that I guess the crown jewel for a demand zone without kind of turning a little bit more bearish would be around this EMA level here. Okay, EMA plus value area high down here at don't know what happened to my down here at value area low at 2339.6. Okay, just kind of squeezing my chart here. I don't know. Looks like I might have done away with my. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's put that up here. All right, so that's kind of what I'm seeing hypo wise. Okay, there are some areas for to participate on the bullish side. I'm kind of looking here at the top here, this resistance level that I found on the 4-hour chart as my really kind of area. If I'm really thinking short, which I shouldn't be, but if I'm looking for an area to potentially look for a short, this is a logical supply zone or resistance zone up above me at 2372, 2373. Okay, is kind of what I'm looking at as far as bearish. But the path of least resistance at the moment, now that we're breaking above daily and 4-hour supply areas, is to look for opportunities to the long side. Okay, now we do have lots of longs in the market, right? Lots of folks with that have positioned themselves long. Okay, so this level here, if we do get a break below initial balance low, could offer maybe us an opportunity back down to VWAP or anchor VWAP, or maybe as low as value area high. That's certainly not out of the realm of possibility there. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing in the gold market. We're just going to pop in here, see if there's any questions on the levels or anything that I wrote. Again, these levels are available or will be available in the Top Step TV daily level section of the website. So you'll find these same levels captured there with some communication on, what I see as far as supply and demand zones on the 4-hour chart. Okay. All right. Let's take a look now at the platinum. All right. Platinum market. Okay. So let's see, 2024. Okay. So we are platinum. Oh, is that right? Platinum. Looks a little spotty here. Am I using the right contract? Let's see what contract I should be using for platinum. Yeah, I'm just taking a peek here on so let's see, metals. Okay, looks like platinum is already trading the October contracts. So I need to modify this to V. Okay. All right, that looks a lot better. All right. So again, starting with the daily chart, just try to get a feel for what the market is trying to do here. So we got some areas here that I want to turn off here for a moment. Okay, so here we are. So we broke the channel that we had drawn here before. Okay, right. That is a obviously a bullish kind of indication here. All right, so we made a run up to this supply zone on the daily, reacted away from it, and now have stayed above a smaller uh, what was a supply zone now turned looks like demand. Okay, so we are above this level here. All right, so that's obviously bullish. All right, so we have a little bit of a move higher here, a pullback, and now we are trading above this most recent bullish candle. A little bit of indecision here on the daily chart, on the daily chart, but nonetheless, it appears that this might be just merely a retracement of this current swing. Obviously, we would need to see price get above 1036.7 for market structure to align with what we're seeing on price, okay, or price to align what we're seeing in market structure, or to continue this market structure. Okay, yeah. So yeah, top step is V, correct. All right. So looking at the 4-hour chart, okay, so for our chart, we do have some supply zones above us here, some minor supply zones that any of these could offer some resistance here. We have this area here. That's the nearest vicinity. We have another one here, and then we ultimately have a bigger one here at the over here around 1040. All right. So while we're seeing some structure that would indicate that we are going to see higher prices. Okay. Again, this is my little channel here. That's my guide. All right. So my channel says, okay, we've potentially broken some structure here. Now, the goal of all of these guys, you're probably wondering, well, why didn't they draw his channel like this? Well, I'm trying to get as many touches as I can. All right. And if I do that, well, I'm not generating any touches, right? Or very few. But if I start doing something like this, I get touches on both ends. Okay. So again, this is a little bit more, I guess, training of channel drawing. But just to, this looks like you gave me an opportunity to explain why this channel would be superior to drawing something like this. Okay. Right. This is less how do you say, aligned with what we're seeing, right, than this. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. But the idea here is I want as many touches of bodies up against these candles as I can, because then that is more accurate of what we're seeing in the market here. Okay. We've had touches on these areas. Finally, we got a break above. All right, which is again another indication of bullish price action. Okay. All right, 30-minute chart. All right, 30-minute chart. We have the channel that we had drawn earlier. I'm going to go ahead and draw that, remove that. I'm going to remove some of these BJ levels. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and open up fixed range volume profile. I'm going to locate the 6 or 9 a.m. candle from Tuesday here. And that is right about here. All right. Actually, no, I shouldn't be doing. I'll go ahead and draw it and then adjust. Okay. All right. To 430. I'm going to adjust this to one candle prior to this here. All right. So there it is. There's our value area. All right. And now I'm going to go ahead and open up our initial balance. It's already been established. It's quite negative for now. Okay, coming back into this area of value. And so if it's able to complete that, well, we have a possibility for price to head back down. Okay, head back down to the edge of value. All right. If this closes the way it's closing right now, then we're closing back inside. Okay, maybe we even opened. Well, this is our open above. Okay, so we opened above, and now we're looking to potentially close inside this. We won't know about this for another 20 minutes or so. But if we do manage to close this, then we have an opportunity for price potentially to traverse through the entire range of value. That's, I guess you can consider this kind of a value area acceptance play. Okay. We were above price, and now the first thing it tried to do is get back inside value. And if there's acceptance of value, then the idea is that we would go and traverse through the entire range of value. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and call out some of our ADR, and again, I'm just going to go ahead and capture what I have captured here, and I'm probably going to do this in a much simpler way by doing this. All right. Oh, I actually, you know what? That's not captured in Top Step TV. Platinum is one of the markets not captured, so we'll have to do this manually. All right. So we got ADR high here at what is that? We got ADR high here at 1026.10, 1026.10. Okay, we have ADR low at what's that? An even 1,000.4. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn off ADR here and turn on ASR, and ASR is a little slightly higher. Okay, got 1,009.7. Okay, and on the top side, we got pretty much the same. All right, we got 1026.2 instead of .1. Okay, settlement price. Well, that's settlement is 1009.2, and then I think that's pretty much it with what we're capturing here. I think. Yeah, looks like we got everything that we need captured here. So we have our initial balance range drawn. So I'll put this over here. It's kind of visible. Get it out of the way. So what to make of these? What to make of this market? Well, we've broken some structure to the upside. It's been met with some selling. Okay. Now the question is, we're about 20 minutes away from establishing the initial balance range. All right. If this candle does indeed close back inside, we've already talked about this value area acceptance play, right? Where we price close back inside value, will traverse through the entire range of value. This 1009 level here could offer a bounce point, right? For price to come back down to this level and bounce away and look to make higher prices. All right. So this 1009.7, maybe as low as 1007.1 seems like a logical area to participate in a long down to this area. If I'm thinking more short, well, I'm at a level now, okay, from a prior ASR high level, but 1026.2 seems like a logical area for a bearish location, okay, opportunity. All right. So we'll wait for this initial balance range to kind of establish here, and then decide on where we want to go with this. But looks like, certainly since the start of the market here, we've been a bit range bound. We did make a push above, closed above, but that was met with some selling here. All right. So that's kind of what I have for the platinum market. Taking a look here to see if I have any questions. And then I guess would like to encourage folks again to not be afraid to hit the like button. I do have a fair number of you. So if this resonates with you, okay, good morning, Lemuel. Okay, this is a new name. Are you new to me? Lemuel Acevedo. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. In any case, guys, I do see that there's yes, welcome. Okay, so we're just kind of wrapping up platinum, and we're going to go ahead and moving into crude oil. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add crude oil here. Start our crude oil review. Okay. All right. So when we do these reviews, we always start with the daily chart, and the daily chart is really to kind of provide us some context as to what the market is trying to accomplish here. All right. I don't know if I finished my sentence here, but yeah, don't be shy with hitting the like buttons, guys. If it does support your analysis and review of the markets, encourage me to kind of continue to wake up in the morning here and provide you this kind of content. All right. So let's see here. All right. So daily chart, we're up against some supply zones here. We're kind of at some critical junctures here with respect to this area, right? So maybe let's say 85.30. Okay. If we do manage to get above 85.30, we could see even higher prices, which again is not going to make Coach Ray happy here. Okay. But yeah, so if we do manage to get above this level, this really is kind of the last, I would say, last kind of stand here for the bears, right? If the bears are going to control this kind of market, this is probably an area that they need to think about stepping in here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw in this area that I'm mentioning. Okay, this area right here is a supply zone. All right, as long as price can stay below that, then there's always the hope of price maybe making and traversing through, right, to kind of continue this kind of range bound price action that we've seen of late in the crude oil. All right. So current direction still remains bullish. Okay. So we've been in a bullish move in crude oil. The only thing is that we are now up against an area of potential resistance, potential supply. Okay. All right. So 4-hour chart. For our chart, we're going to go ahead and turn off initial balance here for a second. Okay. And we're going to turn off anything else that could maybe affect this view here for now. All right. So for our chart, we're just getting a little bit more visibility into these candles. We have a series of bearish candles. We're coming into an area where we could potentially see a bounce, right? So I'm going to go ahead and draw this area here. I'm going to put a little horizontal dash line here. We'll make that green. All right. So if price can stay above here, right, we start to get maybe some structure, maybe, a little bit of a 3-bar reversal. I mean, this would be a logical location to have it. This 82.60 level was a prior area of resistance. If it's going to maintain this structure to the upside, you would not expect this area to break. Okay. So, and we are seeing some development here, bullish, right? We have inventories coming in at about an hour and 15 minutes. All right. So this might be an area that could offer a little bit of a bounce in the market. Okay. This area right here, right? We get this, right, candle to here, and then we continue with this structure to the upside. All right. So 30-minute chart. All right. Here we are. First thing that we're going to draw here is our fixed range volume profile. We're going to focus in on yesterday's session. So we are going to go and locate the 9 a.m. bar from Tuesday, and then drag that across to the 4:30 bar here. Okay. And market has yet to open, or has opened already. Okay. So we opened almost to the tick, just inside value from yesterday. It made a push, okay, higher, but that was received with selling. Okay. So, and now we have a bearish engulfing candle being drawn here. So let's go ahead and draw in our average daily range levels. Okay. So we have ADR high here, at ADR high. Let's capture the same levels that I captured in Top Step TV, so there's no confusion. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in here. Okay. All right, so these are kind of the levels that we're looking at. Okay, ADR high, ADR low, ASR high, ASR low. Okay, These are logical reference levels that we can use to support, say, for example, a bearish trade if we're up at ADR, bullish trade if we're down at ADR low. These are all logical locations. Right now, we're kind of in the middle of these ranges. All right, turning on, if I go ahead and turn on ASR. Okay, so we're kind of in the middle of these ranges right now, right? So we want to focus as much as we can on the extremes because they provide us better opportunities in the market, and not more. Moreover, it allows us to manage our risk. Okay, so I'll be placing some attention here to these levels, ASR highs and the ADR highs and lows. Okay, to support my my trades, potential trades. Okay. Again, reminder again, guys, that today we do have inventory reports. Okay. So while maybe you can trade up until the report or, slightly ahead of the report, that's all well and good. But generally what I like to do is I don't like to be part of the inventory report. I like to be flat for any sort of position leading up to the report. Okay. Let's see. Any questions? I'm not seeing any questions, so we're going to go ahead and move into a kind of a correlated market here, gasoline futures. Okay, so we are going to, I don't know, I'm going to try this for, okay, there we are. Okay, so again, we're going to do that high level review that we just did. Maybe a little bit. So we're starting to break some structure here. Turn off ASR and ADR. Okay, just kind of evaluating what we're seeing. Okay, well, we have higher highs and higher lows structure wise. We've broken some structure here to the left. All indications are that, unfortunately for me, is that we have the potential of seeing some higher prices. Now, what we are seeing right now is a little bit of a 3-bar reversal. The question is it going to, and this is kind of my, again, another litmus test for me, is that in order for me to really embrace the a bearish trade, I really need to see a break below of this channel that I've drawn here. Okay, so as long as it can stay in this channel on the daily chart, I have to think bullish. All right. 4-hour chart. Okay, 4-hour chart, we're in that same channel that I had drawn on the daily. Okay, we're on the low end. We're coming into an area where we could potentially get a reversal in price. It did make an attempt, but looks like there is a fair amount of selling coming into this market. This again is my line in the sand for RBOB. Okay, if we do manage to get below that level, then the expectation is that we'll continue to maybe go down to this EMA level or further down areas here like 2.44, okay, or down as low as 2.37, and that would be welcomed to me. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and look at the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We're going to go ahead and remove this channel for now. Okay, we're going to kind of widen out my candles, make this as visible as I can make it to everyone here. And the first thing that I'm going to be kind of looking at here is, so you can see here on the 30-minute chart, and this is kind of what we were kind of seeing on both the daily, because we were seeing a bearish engulfing candles being developed on the daily and the 4-hour charts. We see some structure. Okay, market structure right now is lower. Okay, so we'll start off with the volume profile. We'll locate the let's see, this is crude oil or RBOB. So we're going to start with a 9 a.m. candle, drag that across to the 4:30 candle. So price is below value. So bears are in control, at least for now, on this market, which is, again, welcome to me. All right. I'm not keen on paying any more in my gas here, right? Okay, so we have price below value, right? So indications that we are in, I guess, a control of the bears. Okay, so we have market structure looking lower here. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our ADR levels. Okay, so we're going to have ADR high, average daily range high, ADR high here at let's see, where is that? ADR high is $2.60 8. Okay, We have ADR low here at, kind of looks like we already bounced it off it, but let's say 2.5502, 2.555502. We're going to go ahead and turn off ADR here for a second and turn on ASR, which is average session range. And so we have this same, almost the same level that we had. Actually, it came down a bit. So it's 2.58, 2.58 on the high side, 25871. Okay. And then on the low end, we have 2.5472. All right, 5472. Okay, so right now we are on the low end of the ranges. Okay, so we'll see how price reacts away from them. Last thing I'm going to capture here is settlement price. So we got settlement. We got settlement at 2.5724 or 34. Okay. All right. So that's the settlement price. All right. So I have my reference levels. I'm going to go ahead and turn off initial balance here. So there's my initial balance range. Okay. This is the first 30-minute candle. Again, the feeling here is that the crude oil report could have a potential impact on RBOB as well. So that's something to be aware of. We are coming into an area where it could offer us a bounce at 2.5472. Okay, if we do manage to cross below this level, then we can look to the left and gauge as how far this market can go. Okay, so we have some levels below here. Okay, so we have some demand zones down below here at 2.5174. If we do manage to break some structure here to the downside with any kind of momentum, then we start to open up price to make its way down to these levels. Okay, so I'm going to be patient here. I'm going to wait for this initial balance range to establish and then decide from there whether we make some sort of initiative price action to the upside or whether to make some initiative price action to the downside. Right now it feels like it's going to be down. Okay, but I need price to act accordingly, meaning that we get a close below this, a close below this, and a close below this, and then we can kind of embrace that move. Okay, because this is kind of an interesting area. This area here could generate a little bit of a bounce. Okay, in price, we're at this ADR zone. It's been broken. It's been broken early, right, in the session. So that gives a little bit more, how we say, credence to a continued move to the downside. Okay. Can this be traded on a small account? Yeah, I think so. I think RBOB, if I'm not mistaken, is $4.20. I think a 0.001 tick is the size here. So for every 0.001 or 0.0001 move, I think that is equivalent to $4.20, which is less than the Dow, right? So and the Dow is often the market of choice. Yeah, market of choice. What that I recommend for those who are new to the market, right? So yes, I would say that it is a good market to trade on a smaller account. Okay. All right. Let's see. Anything else that I want to call out here? So we have some areas here of interest and areas that we might need to provide some decisions. Right now, if I were to hazard to guess as to the direction here, I'm going to align myself with structure, and that is that we are looking to potentially get to lower prices. But I do have some resistance in my way, or support in my way. So I need to get below this ASR low and this EMA low with some conviction to really embrace some lower price targets below. All right. So let's go ahead and start looking at, we're already kind of coming in on the open here. So let's go ahead and start looking at the equities. So we're going to go ahead and remove all my drawings fresh chart. We're going to start looking at the daily. Okay, so daily, we're at all-time high. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we've gotten a push to break. We still have some structure here above us that we haven't. Price has yet to get above those levels. We have a developing bearish candle on the upper end of a bullish candle. So really not, I guess if the expectation is that the market is going to turn at this level, then the expectation is that we would, kind of consume a good chunk of this candle, certainly beyond 50%. Right now, we're on the upper quarter of this candle, indicating that there is still a fair amount of buyers around this level. So Nasdaq still very much bullish. Okay, bullish. Maybe we had a break and close above the bodies here, so that is definitely bullish. All right. So 4-hour chart, we're going to go ahead and turn off initial balance range. We have a developing bearish engulfing candle, kind of the same kind of bearishness that we were seeing. So it's not unreasonable to expect price to maybe come back, okay, to some of these level below, right? 20,000 looks like a very nice level to support a long, right, and allow me to manage my risk. Not really keen on going long at these current levels, especially with this kind of structure that I'm seeing right now. Okay, so again, market still remains bullish, but I'm starting to see some signs of weakness. 30-minute chart. All right, 30-minute chart, we're kind of hugging right up against settlement price. We did take a peek below. It's met with some buying, but it's not unreasonable to expect that we can come back down to this 20,100 level. We've already broken below this structure. We have this area right here, okay, that remains, right about here. It looks like we have a little bit of an area of support here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that in. All right. So this area right here seems to be somewhat supportive. If we do get price to close above 20,205, then my scenario that I described here earlier about a potential short trade down to these levels, very difficult to think that you can short the equities markets, given the strength that we've had with those markets. Okay. So let's go ahead and draw in. Looks like we're getting the open of the market here as we speak. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and locate the 930 bar, drag that across to the 430 bar. Okay, so here we are inside value. All right, we're opening inside value. So the expectation is that there's really the bulls or the bears. We don't have either of them in control of the market at the moment. All right. So the idea here is that, we are in the upper range of value. If I'm looking bullish, then I would like to see price get above 20,268 to kind of break out of this range. Okay. Or, close below this small demand zone that I just drew here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on initial balance. Okay. I'm going to basically copy and paste the levels that I had kind of called out here for this market, okay, rather than me kind of manually doing this, and also have it be aligned with what I had captured. The only thing that I might kind of look at here again is the ASR, right? So I'll look at that because the market's open and sometimes we get a little bit of an adjustment. So I'm going to go ahead and open up ASR and kind of look at that and see if there's any sort of adjustment I need to make on ASR levels. So we have ASR high. Looks like we do need to make a little bit of adjustment. So we got ASR high here at 2374.50. So we're going to change that to 2374.50. All right. Okay, 2374.50. All right, we got ASR low here at 20. Let's call it 20,106. Okay, 20,106. Okay, so these are the levels I care about. I'm gonna be kind of interested to see if we are able to close above value area high, and if we do close above value high and get above this structure here, then we could be headed to ADR high here at 20,375 or 374. Okay, in the Nasdaq market. If I'm thinking more short, well, would like price to take some initiative price action below this 20,216. Okay, before I would really embrace the shorts. Okay, so right now, given what I'm seeing, this development of this candle, I'm going to be kind of interested to see if it's able to get above 20,265 after this move here. If it's able to move that, then we're looking at this 20,375 as a potential target in the Nasdaq. All right. Let's close out the session here with a review of ES. Kind of taking a look, see if there's any questions. I don't see them, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the ES here. I'm going to go ahead and remove some of my drawings. I like looking at fresh charts here. So daily chart, again, no surprise here. We continue to make new highs. Okay, I would say that when I was looking at this on the Nasdaq, this looked a little bit more not quite as strong on the bullish side, but bullish nonetheless. Okay, so we are developing potentially a new leg higher. Okay, in the S&P. So for our chart, also, kind of telling us the same kind of thing here. I'm going to turn off initial balance here for a moment, where we have broken some structure and we made a new high. So broken some structure here to the upside. We have this area here at 55, say 55.84, 55.85 is kind of the last area. We gotten some rejection here again, but we're right back at this level again. So the bulls are challenging this area again. If we do get above, then again, we're off to new highs in the S&P. 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We are seeing some development here to the upside. This is the initial balance range. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste the levels that I've captured on Top Step TV. There's no need for me to manually do these. I did the homework, so we'll go ahead and copy and paste them now here. Okay, so here they are. Okay, this is the levels that I've captured so that we're consistent on the levels. Good morning, Christian. Welcome. Another new name, looks like. So we're kind of wrapping up our session and review of the ES here as we head into the market, as we head into the session today. Again, reminder, guys, that today is indeed an abbreviated session. All right, the session does close up today early as a result of 4th of July, as a result of Independence. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up our volume profile here. I'm going to locate my 9:30 candle. There it is, and drag that to my 4:30 candle. So we are above value. Okay, above value, which if my recollection is right, I don't believe we were above value. All right, so the S&P appears to be a bit stronger on the bull side than, say, the Nasdaq at the moment. All right, we are above value from yesterday. Above value indicates that bulls are very much in control of the market here. All right, so we've already have established our levels here. The only other thing to call out here is maybe some well, actually, let's add settlement price, because that's not here. Settlement, and that is at 55, 68, 75. Okay, so these are the levels that I'm looking at for potential opportunities. Okay, so right now I would say that we should be looking for some opportunities to the long side. If we do manage to get above 55, 71, 50, okay, or 55, 72, then we can certainly participate in a long trade in the ES. Okay, I would like to see some momentum and maybe even a retest of this 55.72 level. Initial balance range is still very much being established here. We're just about 7 minutes into the market here. So we have another 53 minutes before this initial balance range is established. Okay. So I would probably at least wait for this, at least the 30-minute candle to establish the range. Okay. Preferably the full hour, and then decide on what direction that they want to take the market. Okay. If we do get a break above this 55.72 level, then we need to look for longs. If we do break below this 55.63, we should be looking for shorts. There's also the possibility of, a break, right? What they call failed auction. You get a break above, we run out of resources on the buy side in this case, and we get a reversal back through initial balance. So that's also in the cards, okay? Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and open up ADR. So we have ADR would be a nice potential area to look for a potential to fade the current move that we're seeing in the ES. Okay. ADR low would be a nice area for longs down here at 55.40. Should the market make it down there? The other area that I see is this area here, value area high. If we manage to get a retest of 55.52, that would be another area for a potential reversal in price. Okay. So I think that is what I wanted to share with respect to the markets. Happy to entertain any questions on any of the markets if you have them. If there's no questions, then I'm going to close this session off. Again, reminder that we do close the session here today at noon. So we may not get the market participation that we normally expect on a regular market, okay? Because most of the folks that do move markets are off to their vacation locations already, okay? They've already most likely have positioned themselves for the long weekend here, and are not actively engaged, okay, in the markets, right? We could take a quick peek. I'll just show you the levels here. We won't go through that again. Reading Tiger, I would encourage you. This recording does become available on YouTube rather quickly, so I would maybe encourage you to take a look at that. Okay. I'll just kind of give you a peek here. All right, of what the market is doing and my levels here. Where are my levels? Okay, looks like my levels are nowhere to be found. Okay, so let's add the levels here that I've kind of captured here. So, and then we'll close that off with a little splash page on that aspect, and then call it a day. All right. The only thing that I would add here is settlement price, and that is 23.38, 23. Okay. All right. So right now, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So, yeah, we're in market structure to the upside in gold. So I would say, reading Tiger, we should look for opportunities to the long side in the market. Okay. So try to position ourselves and manage our risk as best we can. All right. To the long side. That's kind of what it looks like to me. All right. Or we could potentially even stay in this range. But right now, market structure is to the upside in gold. All right. Okay. All right, guys. That is I think all I have. If there's not any sort of last minute questions, again, then I would again remind you that the markets do close today at noon Central Time. All right. So be aware of that. We for those crude oil traders, we do have inventory reports coming in here in about 45 minutes. Okay. So that could cause some volatility in the markets. Volatility in the markets, if managed well, could provide us opportunities, but we don't want to be in any sort of position when in the news, as the news is happening. Okay. Okay, I think that's it, guys. So would encourage you guys to trade well, to trade safely, to trade like a market pro, and to be a market trader. Okay, guys. So I will pop into the coaches channel here on Top Step TV. There is no group coaching this afternoon. All right, no group coaching later today. We'll use that as kind of our some family time again. Want to wish everyone a good 4th of July holiday. Okay, for those Americans that we have in the room, I think a majority of them wish everyone a happy Independence Day. Do something nice for yourselves. Do not look at the charts as much as you'd like to, and do something nice for your family. You do spend a lot of time in understanding and analyzing the markets. It's a good way to take a break every once in a while. So trade well, trade safely, trade like a market pro, be a market trader. All right, guys, have a good day. We'll talk to you guys soon.